In 1979, a groundbreaking film by Ridley Scott, titled Alien, made its debut at the Seattle International Film Festival. The movie, penned by Dan O'Bannon, follows the crew of a commercial space tug named Nostromo, who encounter a dangerous and lethal extraterrestrial on board their ship. The film features a talented cast including Tom Skerritt, Sigourney Weaver, Veronica Cartwright, Harry Dean Stanton, John Hurt, Ian Holm, and Japhet Kotto. Alien is renowned for its chilling depiction of space travel's harsh realities, emphasizing the isolation and vulnerability of its characters. The film's unsettling atmosphere and innovative special effects left a lasting impact on audiences, making it a pioneer in the genre. At the heart of the story is Ellen Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver, who delivers a powerful performance as the film's protagonist. Ripley's resilience and determination make her a formidable adversary for the titular alien, solidifying her status as a cinematic icon. Alien not only launched Weaver's career, but also spawned a successful franchise, including films, novels, comic books, video games, and toys. Its influence transcended the world of cinema, leaving an indelible mark on popular culture. This classic film continues to captivate audiences, offering a thrilling and enduring experience that resonates with viewers to this day.
What kind of thing? I need a clear definition.
An organism. Open the hatch.
Wait a minute. If we let it in, the ship could...
The casting choices for the 1979 movie Alien took an interesting turn when the producers decided to switch the lead character, Ripley, from a man to a woman. The original screenplay, written by Dan O'Bannon and Ronald Shusett, featured an all-male cast. However, they left a note in the screenplay that the crew could be unisex, and the parts interchangeable between men and women. The producers saw potential in having a female lead, and believed it would make the character more unique, and possibly more likable to those financing the film. They thought it would score them extra points if they turned the character into a woman. This decision proved to be a successful one, as Sigourney Weaver's portrayal of Ripley became iconic, and paved the way for more female leads in the action and sci-fi genres. It's interesting to note that the writers never dreamed of the lead being a woman. It was the producers who made that call, showcasing the importance of diverse perspectives in the filmmaking process. This choice added a fresh take on the character and brought a new depth to the storyline. The movie Alien remains a classic in the sci-fi genre, and Ripley remains one of the most memorable and badass female leads in film history.
Well, soon we patch this thing up and get out of here.
When Dan O'Bannon first started working on the screenplay that would eventually become the iconic film Alien, he initially titled it Star Beast. However, something about this title never quite sat right with him. He found it difficult to come up with a more fitting alternative, searching for a title that would truly capture the essence of his story. One night, while engaged in a writing session, O'Bannon experienced a moment of inspiration. As he typed out the dialogue between the crew members discussing the creature they encountered, the word alien suddenly stood out to him. In that instant, he knew he had found the perfect replacement for Star Beast. This simple yet powerful term, serving both as a noun and an adjective, perfectly encapsulated the mysterious and otherworldly nature of the being at the heart of his tale. And so, what we now know as one of the greatest science fiction horror films of all time was born under a new, far more suitable moniker, Alien. The production of the 1979 movie Alien was initially faced with several struggles. The writers who co-wrote the story found themselves bouncing between producers for a considerable amount of time. They even came close to securing a deal with the renowned B-movie producer, Roger Corman. However, fate had other plans for the script, which eventually found its way to a newly established company called Brandywine Productions. This company had close ties with 20th Century Fox, and it was through their efforts that the script underwent numerous rewrites. Despite the rewrites, the studios remained largely uninterested in the project. However, the tides turned when the movie Star Wars became a massive box office hit, leading every studio in Hollywood to rush to get anything remotely science fiction related into production. It was then that Alien finally received the green light to begin production. This classic film would go on to become a landmark in the science fiction genre, known for its intense suspense and groundbreaking special effects. The movie's success was a testament to the perseverance of its creators, who refused to give up on their vision despite the initial struggles they faced.
Tough little son of a bitch.
And you let him in.
That was a banger.
The 1979 movie Alien is renowned for its unique and disturbing alien designs, the brainchild of surrealist painter H.R. Giger. The film's writers had previously encountered Giger while working on another project in Paris, and were struck by his ability to create sinister images that left a lasting impression. One of Giger's most famous designs is the facehugger, a small spider-like creature with a long tail that is used to implant embryos into its victims. Its grotesque appearance and disturbing method of attack make it one of the most memorable creatures in the film. Another of Giger's creations is the chestburster, a small, toothy creature that emerges violently from its host's chest. The design of the chestburster was based on Giger's own Necronomicon sculptures, which featured similar biomechanical creatures. The humanoid space jockey, a giant, skeletal figure found dead in the derelict spacecraft, was also designed by Giger. The character's otherworldly appearance and mysterious origins add to the sense of unease and intrigue throughout the film. The final and most terrifying alien design is the Big Bad Adult, a towering, monstrous creature with a long, sharp tail, acidic blood, and a mouth full of razor-sharp teeth. Giger's design for the adult alien was so disturbing that it was almost deemed too graphic for the film. It is said that Dutch custom officials once detained Giger, mistaking his paintings for photographs and expressing their deep discomfort with the images. This only further highlights Giger's ability to create truly unsettling and memorable designs that have left a lasting impact on the world of cinema. In the development process of the 1979 movie Alien, the character of Ash, played by Ian Holm, was added by the producers. This character, a secret android member of the crew, was a point of contention among the writers. Shusett, one of the writers, was a big fan of the idea, while O'Bannon had reservations and didn't see the value in this new character, believing it didn't significantly change the final outcome of the movie. Ash's character was kept under wraps during the filming, with only a select few knowing about his true nature. This added an element of surprise for both the cast and the audience as the twist of an android being among the crew was revealed. The addition of Ash to the alien crew was a decision made by the producers, and the writers had mixed feelings about it. While some, like Shusett, saw the potential in this new character, others, like O'Bannon, were not convinced it added much to the story. Despite the differing opinions, Ash remains a notable character in this classic film.
He's gonna have to go into quarantine, that's it.
Yes, and so will we. Well, that...
The name of the spaceship in the 1979 movie Alien holds a significant literary connection. The ship, named Nostromo, takes its name from a Joseph Conrad novel, just like the 1904 novel it originates from. In this novel, an Italian explorer is sent to South America to plunder a silver mine, setting the stage for a thrilling tale. Similarly, the Nostromo in the movie becomes the setting for a series of horrifying events that unfold on board the spaceship. The Nostromo, in the movie, is a commercial towing vehicle that responds to a distress signal from a nearby planet. The crew, made up of 7 members, is awakened from hypersleep to investigate the signal, leading them to a derelict spacecraft and the discovery of a deadly alien organism. The Nostromo becomes a claustrophobic and terrifying environment as the crew fights for survival against the alien creature. The name Nostromo, derived from a novel about exploration and plunder, takes on a new and sinister meaning in the context of the movie. The ship, once a symbol of commercial space travel and exploration, becomes a prison for the crew as they are hunted by the alien. The name Nostromo, with its origins in a novel about South American exploration, adds a layer of depth and meaning to the movie, connecting it to a larger literary tradition and providing a rich backdrop for the horrors that unfold on board. Spaceship. Donna Mangry.
Shouldn't have landed on this damn ball, I know that.
Shooting the 1979 movie Alien proved to be quite challenging for its cast due to the stifling conditions inside their spacesuit costumes. Actress Veronica Cartwright, who played Lambert, recounted that many of the actors frequently became overheated, leading to frequent fainting spells on set. To address this issue, a nurse had to be stationed nearby with oxygen tanks. However, despite the severity of the situation, little effort was made by the production team to alleviate the problem. Eventually, they were compelled to modify the costumes out of necessity. These harsh working conditions added another layer of difficulty to the already demanding process of making this classic sci-fi horror film.
Breathing!
He's still alive or what?
I wanted you guys freeze him!
In the creation of the groundbreaking 1979 movie Alien, The producers faced an unusual challenge, finding the right actor to bring the titular extraterrestrial creature to life. They required someone who was extremely tall, yet slender, reminiscent of a praying mantis. After months of fruitless searching, fortune finally smiled upon them when they stumbled upon Balaji Badillo, a 6'10" Nigerian student studying graphic arts in London. Balaji's towering stature made him stand out from the crowd, capturing the attention of a casting agent while enjoying a drink at a local pub. Impressed by his imposing figure, the agent swiftly contacted Ivor Powell, one of the film's producers, who eagerly arranged a meeting with Balaji. Upon seeing him, both Powell and the director recognized that they had found their perfect candidate. Despite lacking prior acting experience, Balaji proved to be a quick learner, attending mime classes to master the subtleties of the alien's movements. The now famous alien suit presented another hurdle. Sitting comfortably became impossible due to the unwieldy tail attached to it. To solve this problem, the crew constructed a special swing capable of accommodating Balaji and his extraordinary attire. Between scenes, he would perch on this makeshift seat, waiting patiently until shooting resumed. This minor inconvenience did little to dampen Balaji's enthusiasm for his role, which left an indelible mark on cinema history. Throughout the filming process, Balaji demonstrated remarkable dedication, seamlessly merging with the intricate design of the alien suit and contributing significantly to the overall success of this sci-fi horror classic. His chance encounter with the casting agent led to an iconic performance worthy of being celebrated alongside other memorable moments in cinematic history.
What was the position?
6550.
In the groundbreaking 1979 film Alien, the special effects team employed innovative techniques to bring the iconic egg housing the titular creature to life. To achieve the illusion of movement within the egg, Ridley Scott, the director, used a deft touch. He simply flicked his gloved hand beneath the shifting light, creating the impression of motion. This clever trickery allowed Scott to make his subtle cameo in the movie through unconventional means, rather than appearing in a traditional walk-on role. Additionally, the egg itself boasted impressive engineering feats, complete with steel hydraulics installed along the top. When the egg opened, revealing the inner workings, audiences witnessed something unexpected. Cow intestines filled the space, masquerading as otherworldly organisms. These intriguing details contributed to the overall atmosphere of dread and mystery, elevating the viewing experience. Today, these pioneering visual elements remain etched in our collective memory, serving as testaments to the ingenuity behind this cinematic masterpiece.
Have confirmed that he's got an outer layer of protein polysaccharides. It's a funny habit of...
In the fourth act of Alien, the director made a controversial decision to have the character Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver, stripped down to her underwear. The intention behind this scene was not solely about sex, but rather to show Ripley as a strong and capable woman who becomes more vulnerable when stripped of her clothing. This scene aimed to increase the sense of peril for the character, making the audience more invested in her survival. Ripley stripped down reveals a different side of her character, one that is both sweaty, blood-covered, and a complete mess from the chaos that has occurred earlier in the movie. Before she goes into hypersleep, she needs to make herself more comfortable, taking off her clothes and attempting to relax. However, just as she lets her guard down, the worst possible thing happens, and she is caught off guard and completely vulnerable. This scene received a lot of criticism, with many people questioning why Ripley would demean herself by doing a striptease. However, Weaver herself saw it differently, stating that after 5 days of fear, sweat, and blood, it would be natural for Ripley to take off her clothes. Despite the controversy, this scene turned Sigourney Weaver into a sex symbol and became a hot topic of conversation around water coolers for days after the movie's release. The decision to include this scene in Alien was a bold one, and it has been analyzed and debated by audiences and critics ever since. While some see it as exploitative, others view it as a necessary part of Ripley's character development. Regardless of one's opinion, there is no denying that this scene has left a lasting impact on the movie and its audience. If you're looking for a film that has stood the test of time, you might want to take a trip back in time and revisit Alien from 1979. This classic sci-fi horror film, directed by Ridley Scott, is a must-watch for any movie enthusiast. The movie takes place in the distant future and follows the crew of a commercial space tug as they investigate a strange transmission from a nearby planet. What they find is far from what they expected, and the crew soon realizes they are not alone. One of the standout aspects of Alien is the performances from the cast. Sigourney Weaver, in particular, delivers a powerful and memorable performance as the tough and resourceful Ripley. The rest of the ensemble also delivers solid performances, making for a compelling and engaging film. The special effects and set design in Alien are also noteworthy. The movie's dark and atmospheric visuals create a sense of tension and unease, making for a truly immersive viewing experience. The alien creature itself, designed by the legendary H.R. Giger, is both terrifying and mesmerizing. Overall, Alien is a classic film that is definitely worth revisiting. The strong performances, impressive visuals, and suspenseful storyline make for a truly captivating viewing experience. So, if you're in the mood for a sci-fi horror film that has stood the test of time, be sure to check out Alien from 1979. Released in 1979, this classic horror sci-fi film, titled Alien, has left a lasting impact on both cinema and pop culture. Its innovative combination of practical effects, atmospheric tension, and memorable character design set new standards for the genre. The titular creature, designed by Swiss artist H.R. Giger, became an iconic representation of fear and the unknown. Its biomechanical appearance and brutal efficiency stunned audiences, leaving many people deeply disturbed yet captivated. This Alien's impact transcended its initial release, inspiring countless imitations and homages over subsequent decades. Moreover, Sigourney Weaver's portrayal of Ellen Ripley subverted traditional gender roles, offering a strong female lead who drove much of the narrative. Her performance resonates even today, serving as a testament to the importance of diverse representation in media. On another note, the production design was revolutionary too. Ron Cobb, Chris Foss, and Jean Giraud created a dark, gritty aesthetic that contrasted sharply with previous sci-fi offerings, which often favored sleek, sterile environments. Their work influenced future films like Blade Runner and helped shape what we now consider typical sci-fi visuals. Despite being nearly 4 decades old, Alien retains relevance due to these contributions. It continues to inspire modern storytellers while standing as a prime example of thoughtful, effective filmmaking that blends elements of suspense, terror, and science fiction into something truly unique.
Well, as I said, I'm still collating, actually.
The casting process for Ridley Scott's 1979 sci-fi horror masterpiece Alien was a meticulous journey. Producer David Gieler first noticed Sigourney Weaver in a stage production and found her perfect for the lead role of Ripley. Despite her lack of film experience, Weaver's audition showcased her strength and vulnerability, which sealed her casting. For the role of the ship's captain, Dallas, Tom Skerritt was an easy choice due to his commanding presence and ability to portray authority. Meanwhile, Ian Holm, renowned for his stage work, was cast as the synthetic crew member, Ash. His calm demeanor contrasted sharply with the character's duplicitous nature. The casting of the charismatic and experienced John Hurt as Kane was a no-brainer. However, the chemistry between the cast members was equally important. A tense dinner scene was rehearsed multiple times to ensure the right dynamic, strengthening the ensemble's bond. Veronica Cartwright, initially considered for the role of Ripley, was ultimately cast as Lambert. Her genuine fear during the famous chest-bursting scene added to the sequence's horror. The final addition to the cast was Yaphet Kotto as Parker. His demanding nature during negotiations mirrored Parker's character, making him a fitting choice. In summary, each actor in Alien was carefully selected to contribute to the film's gripping narrative and atmosphere, creating a timeless cinematic experience. The 1979 movie Alien is a sci-fi horror classic, and much of its success can be attributed to the director, Ridley Scott. Scott's approach to the film was to create a haunted house movie set in space. He wanted to evoke a sense of isolation and vulnerability, using the vast, empty expanse of space as a backdrop for the terrifying events that unfold. Scott drew inspiration from a variety of sources, including the work of Swiss surrealist painter H.R. Giger, who designed the iconic alien creature. The director was also influenced by the real-life isolation and claustrophobia experienced by astronauts aboard the Apollo missions. Visually, Scott's style is characterized by a dark, moody aesthetic, with a focus on practical effects and a deliberate pacing that builds tension and suspense. He worked closely with his cast and crew to create a believable and immersive world, using a combination of miniatures, matte paintings, and detailed set designs to bring the Nostromo and its crew to life. Scott's collaborative approach extended to the cast, who were encouraged to improvise and contribute their own ideas to the film. Sigourney Weaver, who played the iconic character Ripley, has spoken about how Scott encouraged her to develop her character and make her more relatable to audiences. The result of Scott's vision and collaboration is a film that has endured as a classic of the sci-fi genre, with its blend of horror, suspense, and character-driven drama. The director's focus on creating a believable and immersive world, combined with his willingness to take risks and push boundaries, has left a lasting mark on the world of cinema. The 1979 film Alien is a sci-fi horror classic known for its unique set design and production. The movie was primarily shot in Shepperton Studios, England, with a few exterior scenes filmed in Scotland. The set for the spaceship, Nostromo, was a marvel of design. It was built as a maze-like structure to create a claustrophobic atmosphere, enhancing the fear and tension in the film. The set was so large that it had its own gravity-defying ceiling, which allowed for the filming of actors walking on the ceiling. However, the production was not without its challenges. The set was so vast and complex that it often reached temperatures of 120 degrees Fahrenheit, causing discomfort for the cast and crew. Additionally, the intricate design of the set made it difficult for the camera crew to navigate, leading to innovative solutions such as using remote-controlled cameras. The alien creature itself was also a challenge. The design team, led by H.R. Giger, created a unique, biomechanical creature that had never been seen before. The suit was worn by actor Balaji Badejo, who was over 7 feet tall, adding to the creature's intimidating presence. In terms of technology, the film employed a then revolutionary technique called video assist. This allowed the director, Ridley Scott, to watch the ongoing scene on a monitor while it was being filmed, giving him more control over the final product. Despite the challenges, Alien's production was a success, resulting in a film that has left a lasting impact on the sci-fi genre.
Not a rescue ship.
Right.
It's not my contract to do this kind of duty.
The creation of the film's score and soundtrack for the 1979 movie Alien was a unique process, led by composers Jerry Goldsmith and Howard Hanson. The music plays a crucial role in setting the tense and suspenseful atmosphere, complementing the narrative and emotional tone of the movie. Goldsmith, known for his work on Star Trek and Planet of the Apes, created a score that combines orchestral and electronic elements. The main title theme, Alien, features a hauntingly beautiful female vocal solo, performed by Patricia Aldridge, which adds a touch of eeriness to the space thriller. Hanson's contribution includes the inclusion of the Andes Martineau, an early electronic musical instrument, to create otherworldly and unsettling sounds. The use of unconventional instruments and techniques helped to emphasize the isolation and vulnerability of the crew members aboard the spaceship Nostromo. The soundtrack also features various sound effects, such as the iconic hissing and growling of the alien creature, designed by sound editor Jim Shields. These sounds were integrated seamlessly into the score, enhancing the overall suspense and tension throughout the film. In an interview, Goldsmith mentioned that he aimed to create music that would make the audience feel uncomfortable and on edge. The score's minimalistic approach, with its sparse instrumentation and long pauses, adds to the feeling of uncertainty and impending danger. The music of Alien has left a lasting impact on the science fiction genre and has been praised for its ability to heighten the emotional experience of the film. The score and soundtrack serve as a testament to the power of music in storytelling and its capacity to create a unique and immersive atmosphere for moviegoers.
Turn the cooling unit back on! Mother!
The 1979 movie Alien, directed by Ridley Scott, is known for its iconic scenes that have left a lasting impact on audiences. One such scene is the chest-bursting sequence, a shocking moment that showcases the director's innovative approach to horror. Scott aimed to create a really scary monster and used practical effects to achieve this goal. The scene was kept secret from the cast, with actor John Hurt only revealing to co-star Veronica Cartwright what was about to happen. This element of surprise added to the authentic reactions of terror from the actors, making the scene even more intense. Cinematographer Derek Vanland's framing and camera angles played a crucial role in building tension. The use of a handheld camera during the scene created a sense of chaos and unpredictability, while the tight close-ups on the actors' faces allowed the audience to connect with their fear. The scene's impact is further enhanced by Jerry Goldsmith's discordant score, which adds to the sense of unease and impending danger. The chest-bursting scene has had a lasting impact on the horror genre, inspiring numerous homages and parodies in popular culture. Its success can be attributed to the collaboration between the director, cast, and crew, who all worked together to create a truly memorable and frightening moment in cinema history.
By breaking quarantine, you risk everybody's life.
Maybe I should have left him out.
Released in 1979, the movie Alien, directed by Ridley Scott, quickly became a horror and science fiction classic. Its innovative design, unique storyline, and groundbreaking special effects left a lasting impression on audiences worldwide. The titular alien creature, designed by Swiss surrealist artist H.R. Giger, was a terrifying blend of human and machine characteristics. This unsettling image tapped into deep-seated fears of the unknown, forever changing the way we perceive extraterrestrial life. Moreover, the crew of the Nostromo, the spaceship where most of the action takes place, was composed entirely of blue-collar workers, a stark contrast to previous space operas' focus on military personnel or scientists. This shift towards realism made it easier for viewers to identify with these characters, thereby enhancing the terror they experience when confronted with the monster. On another note, Alien also challenged gender norms prevalent during its time. Sigourney Weaver's portrayal of Ellen Ripley, the film's protagonist, subverted traditional expectations of women in cinema. She wasn't merely a damsel in distress, but rather a strong, capable leader who outsmarted and ultimately defeated the deadly creature. Furthermore, beyond its immediate impact, Alien has significantly influenced popular culture. Its iconic designs and scenes have been referenced countless times in other films, TV shows, books, comics, video games, and even toys. Notably, the character of Ripley served as a template for future heroines in various media genres. Additionally, Alien sparked conversations about corporate greed and exploitation, particularly through the villainous actions of the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. By pitting ordinary people against ruthless corporations willing to sacrifice anything for profit, the film critiqued unchecked capitalism, which still rings true today. To sum up, Alien resonates deeply with audiences due to its compelling narrative, memorable characters, and thoughtful exploration of societal issues. Despite being over 4 decades old, its influence continues to reverberate throughout contemporary media and society.
Way home.
Yeah, back to the old freezerinos.
Upon its release in 1979, Ridley Scott's Alien left a lasting impact on both audiences and critics alike. The film was praised for its unique blend of horror and science fiction elements, which created a tense and suspenseful atmosphere. The groundbreaking special effects and production design were also highlighted by many reviewers. Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times noted that Alien features some of the most imaginative and frightening non-human monsters ever seen on screen. He went on to call it an unqualified masterpiece. Pauline Kael of The New Yorker wrote that the first sight of the alien creature is shockingly unexpected and original, one of the greatest jolts in modern movies. She also commended Sigourney Weaver's performance as Ellen Ripley, stating that she brought a new kind of heroine to the screens. Audiences flocked to see Alien, making it a commercial success and solidifying its status as a cult classic. Its influence can still be felt today, inspiring numerous sequels, prequels, spin-offs, and even parodies. At the 52nd Academy Award ceremony held in 1980, Alien received 2 nominations including Best Art Direction and Best Visual Effects. Although it did not win either category, simply being recognized by the Academy further cemented Alien's place in cinema history. These accolades serve as testaments to the hard work and creativity put forth by all involved in bringing Alien to life. From the visionary direction of Ridley Scott to the haunting visuals crafted by H.R. Giger, each element contributed significantly to creating a cinematic experience unlike any other before it.
We get the shuttle and just get the hell out of here. We take our chances and just hope.
The making of the 1979 movie Alien was filled with challenges and unique experiences for the cast and crew. For instance, the film's director, Ridley Scott, was determined to create a sense of claustrophobia and isolation for the audience. To achieve this, he had the set designers build most of the spaceship's interior as one large confined set. This decision, however, led to difficulties in lighting and filming the scenes. Another interesting anecdote involves the design of the alien creature itself. The task of creating the alien was given to Swiss surrealist artist H.R. Giger. His design, inspired by his own painting Necronomicon, was so disturbing and unique that it reportedly made some of the cast and crew uncomfortable. In fact, the actor playing the character Kane, John Hurt, was initially hesitant to wear the alien costume because it was so unsettling. The film's iconic chest-bursting scene was also a memorable experience for the cast and crew. The scene was kept secret from the actors until the day of filming. The prop used for the bursting creature was made from a combination of animal organs and gelatin, and its appearance and movement were reportedly quite shocking to the cast. The scene was filmed in one take, and the actors' genuine reactions added to the scene's intensity. Despite the challenges and discomforts, the cast and crew of Alien were dedicated to creating a memorable and impactful film. Their hard work and creativity have resulted in a movie that has transcended its genre and continues to captivate audiences today.
I don't understand what you're dealing with, do you? Perfect.
The 1979 movie Alien has left an indelible mark on film history. Its innovative approach to science fiction and horror genres has significantly influenced future filmmaking. Directed by Ridley Scott, the movie introduced a new kind of monster, the titular alien, which was both terrifying and mesmerizing. H.R. Giger's design for the alien creature, a blend of organic and mechanical elements, became iconic and has been widely referenced in popular culture. Alien also showcased strong female protagonists, notably Ellen Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver. Ripley's character was a departure from traditional gender stereotypes in cinema, setting a precedent for complex and powerful female leads in films that followed. The movie's atmospheric setting, a claustrophobic spaceship, and its use of practical effects to create suspense and tension have been emulated in numerous films and franchises, including Prometheus and The Martian, both directed by Scott as well. Moreover, Alien inspired a media franchise that includes video games, books, and comic books, further solidifying its influence on popular culture. Its impact transcended the film industry, influencing music, fashion, and even language, with phrases like "in space, no one can hear you scream" entering the vernacular. In conclusion, Alien has significantly shaped the cinematic landscape, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to resonate and inspire new works in film and beyond.
Clouded by conscience, remorse.
The 1979 movie Alien is a true classic, leaving a lasting impact on countless viewers. Did you see it when it first came out? What was your reaction? Maybe it sparked a new interest in science fiction or horror films for you. We'd love to hear about your experiences and memories related to Alien. Did it scare you out of your seat or leave you in awe of its groundbreaking special effects? How did it influence your perspective on cinema? Perhaps you were inspired to explore other works by Ridley Scott or the talented cast and crew. Or maybe Alien encouraged you to delve deeper into the world of filmmaking yourself. No matter how Alien affected you, we'd love to hear your story. Share your memories and thoughts with us, and engage with others in the community by liking and sharing their comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more cinematic explorations and discussions. Together, let's celebrate the enduring impact of Alien and the world of cinema.